poetry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Most even for some of us who are well renowned in these poetry circles, wordplay. How did they actually come about? And how long have you been doing poetry? Was it something you always intended to do, or something you fell in love with down the line?
Poetry first fell in love with me, I would say, because I started reciting poems that my teacher wrote in primary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I was about 13,
Okay.
12 or 13, somewhere around there. I started reciting his poems, and then my mom passed away. My mom had passed away, and so reciting those poems made me connect to myself. And then when I got home, because I'm a very reckless person, I'm an introvert. I'm just a terrible loner. So when I'm on my own, I used to write a lot. I remember the first poem that I wrote was about my mom. It was called To Woman Much Missed, and then I followed up with I had never been to funerals until mother died. So that's when poetry kicked in, and I felt a sense of connection. And then I started performing poetry in school. And well, the response was amazing, and I knew there was something that I was passionate about and that I had to do.
Right.
So Rooted Souls came through. I approached, yeah. I read about Rooted Souls on the paper. I think it was The Observer, long time ago, still in high school. So one of the poets that were there. I'm also a poet. I'd love to share. I remember I met Tim Amavuso in town, and we walked from Hoggies to town, me busy telling him, give me the stage, I'm a poet. This is what and he had never heard me before, but he said, you know what, I see your passion, so we're going to have a show, you're on the lineup. I did it, and as they say, the rest was history.
Right. And how has it been, the sentiments, how does it feel to be in front of people and just reenacting their connection? Because usually musicians or DJs are I can see from people's expressions that, you know what,
they're feeling it.
Yeah. How is it from, I guess I'm assuming it's probably the same, but from a poet's perception?
I would say it's actually the same, but it depends on your performance. I personally enjoy engaging the audience, not necessarily because I want them to just be there and experience me, but I want them to feel it and take it home, recite it because I want to make long-lasting records. Not necessarily an impression, I just want to make long-lasting records that will play even after I'm gone. Yeah.
And then poetry you just mentioned. Is there any other avenue you'd be jumping into if it wasn't poetry? Would there be another form or art form that you'd partake in, like acting?
I'm coming, essay. I'm coming. I am coming. Yeah. You know what? My career in entertainment started long time ago. I was still doing Form 4 in high school. I was a guest presenter on Swazi TV. I was actually asked to be a guest presenter because I was one of the loudest and naughtiest students in high school, and most of the teachers couldn't handle it until one, her name is Mrs. Gerlie Sibia, until she said to the disciplinary committee, it got intense. I went to the disciplinary committee. And she said to them, you know what, this child is too big for our environment. Give the child to me and you will see what I mean. So she took me to Swazi TV. The producers fell in love with me. I got a job. I presented Brains on the Go for 3 consecutive years. And of course, I want to go back to TV. Of course, I want to do TV, presenting. And of course, one thing that I'm also passionate about, acting. But I call myself Mocats with many hats. So there are many art avenues that I'm involved in and that I'm passionate about, including baking. I bake and sell cakes. And of late, I would say that sometime last year, it was revealed or it was unearthed to me that I'm an inspirational speaker. So that's why I had a show on Jelele FM where we spoke about all things inspirational. Yeah, and then we just closed for season 1, but of course season 2 is going to return.
Jumping on people and the baking as well. That's actually interesting. Is it just sort of as a pastime situation, or is you really love cakes and you want to be the person baking? What's the story behind that?
I'm passionate about baking. Funny enough, I think baking is therapeutic. To me, it is creating
food practice too. Truth be told, there's no.
You would say that. But yeah, I think that actually coming up with a cake, like can live in whatever shape or whatever design, it's therapeutic to me. So now I'm making it a business. I'm actually enrolling for a course to learn more about baking, get a certificate, and then registering as supplier some of the eateries in Swaziland. So if business people are out here, I'm going to you. I'm going to give you a proposal. If I supply you with cakes for parties, baby showers, and wedding cakes.
Right, and then with the poetry as well. Going back to that, is there any form or poet that actually inspires you, like Trinity? Just top 5, I guess, if you have.
Oh my God, top 5! He threw me under the bus. Wait, is that in Swaziland or in the world?
In the world. The entire globe. Like any form.
I've never thought of this. Let's try look at it. Okay, I know that. I think you'll think I'm crazy, but I'm okay with being crazy. My favorite poet passed away before I was born, long before I was born. Her name was Emily Dickinson. I only found her poetry. And I would say that I'm a bit like Emily Dickinson in being an introvert, because Emily Dickinson never performed any of her poetry. And it was only published after her death. She wrote a lot, like she has books. So my favorite poet in the world is the late Emily Dickinson. And yeah, maybe we could narrow it down.
Yes. That's like
Genetics from the USA is also one of the people I like listening to. I respect her writing. There's also a guy called Ezekiel and Jackie Hill Perry. Yes, Jackie Hill Perry. These are poets from P4CM. It's a movement in the US. Lauryn Hill. Oh, yes. Sister number one. Oh my God, someone is asking me if I have a boyfriend.
Yes, you can answer that question.
Do I have a boyfriend? No, honey, I'm single. Nice. I don't know if I'm single and available, but I'm single.
You mentioned Lauryn Hill. We will still, focus on that.
Oh yeah.
Lauryn Hill, current Lauryn Hill, or
Lauryn Hill is actually a poet. Have you ever heard her read the poetry?
Stiff.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff. And I would think the last one, but I only heard one poem. I just love the person that she is. It's Nia Long. She's an actress also.
Yes.
So yeah.
Point. Yeah. And are we going to get like body of work, like a book in the horizon coming out?
Not anytime soon, really. I think what will come first is I am looking forward to releasing a single, and I'm just going to be dropping singles, maybe 3, and then compile an album. Because I've recently started performing with a band, performing my poetry with a band, because I strongly believe and I'm passionate about this new hashtag. It's like a conviction on my soul. Let's dance to poetry. I want to show the world. I know that nobody has ever done it before, but that's okay. I'm gonna be the first me.
Of course.
And yeah, so yeah, I want us to dance to poetry. It's gonna be. We're gonna have a live band. I'm gonna invite you guys. We did it actually, go MTN Rhymes and Laughter, but it wasn't a full band. It just had a pianist, and I was humbled by the feedback. People are enjoying it, and we can actually dance to poetry, and not in the way that Shoma Josie or Busiswa does it. For taking it to the world.
All right, and looking forward to that. And we've got
thank you. Thank you.
We have a comment from Penny, Miss Penny B on Instagram.
Hi Penny.
Looking so gorgeous with fire emojis, a whole flame.
Oh, girl, thank you, Penny. Thank you so much. And someone says, this is Busi Lamini Johnson. You're so talented. Sending you lots of love. Thank you so much, Gossi. I love you.
Stiff. And
okay, there's another one from
there's another one.
Given the craziest opportunity, which artist do you dream of collaborating with?
Zahara. I've sent her DMs. I love Zahara.
So you're actually working towards that.
I want it. It would be a dream come true. I want a song with Zahara.
Like,
I'm not gonna sing on it. She's gonna sing. Maybe I can join her sing, but guys,
just that snippet.
if she sees this, can we share this until she sees? Saying please sit DM, please sit, but it's gonna happen. Dream Black Child.
Oh,
Dream
of course,
Black
of
Child.
course.
Yeah.
And moving along quickly, shows that you'd like to actually be part of. Usually artists have a festival that they're
Yeah, they want to perform too.
Do you have any that come to mind, either locally or internationally? We'll keep it with three strictly. Like,
3. Yeah.
Okay, okay, we'll go to 5.
Let's just go to 5. I know I'll leave some out, but let's go to 5.
I took 5.
Okay. I know that people won't see it the way that I say it, but it's okay. You'll see it when I perform. I want to do big stages like Micucci Festival, Durban, July. I want to do. I know this is a big dream, but Essence Festival. I'm coming. I am. And of course the local shows, then this festival explosion. Yay! The MTN bushfire, Baba! Yes! Yes, MTN bushfire, and September's laughing at me. Why are you laughing at me? Yeah, and we're at 5 now. And which other show? The Mega Sound Picnic.
Oh, yes.
Zulu Ding. Learning again, net. Learning again.
We'll hit him up.
That's 5 now.
Yes. And any inspiration? Like, you did highlight briefly on the story. Like, is there any, or you draw it from everyday life, like your poetry? Is it actual reenactment of your experiences, or how you like to see the world? Like, what lights that flame that has you penning down the words?
How best do I answer this question? Because artists, I think most artists are really difficult to explain it. Poetry comes from, I want to call this a realm of creativity. And something but realm of spiritual, whatever. Tapping into Jesus, hallelujah. But it comes from, there's a certain place that I get to emotionally and physically, and the poems come. Because really, if you would ask me what's in right now, I would not be able.
Yes.
Meaning I'm the kind of poet, someone would be able. Meaning I'm the kind of poet that waits for it to come.
Oh.
I can have the feeling that I want to write about a man, but it has to come. At some point, my TV off, my phone off, or in my sleep. Sometimes I remember 2 weeks ago I woke up, a poem called so it just comes. I was just trying to fall asleep, and then I don't know what sparked this, and then I wrote the poem. So what inspires me is, even though when I say this, it won't sound like what it actually is, but I just want to say what inspires me is creativity or soul. So my soul pushes me to say these things.
I'm recording some. It's so pretty to mention something that you would come to realize that even as the seers and poets, they're driven. They can't also explain.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I was talking to some Swazi artist the other day, and he said that it came.
Yeah. You can't explain it per se. No. It drove you to that.
No, because you could be heartbroken, but upaling at the best love experience.
Yeah.
So hey,
it actually makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's would you say it's being in the moment to a certain degree and feeling whatever you are feeling, or being observant of your current situation and then just penning it down?
It's that first thing that you said. Say it again. I forgot it. Yeah, but it's the first thing that you said.
I'm having one of those moments also because I can't say the reason.
But it's the first thing that he said.
And okay, we've touched on the reason you did poetry and the likes, inspirations as well. You're obviously not getting a book.
We are gonna get a book, but not now. Okay. The plan now is to push my live performances, to record and produce my singles. I actually do have a single coming up with Tobani. It's gonna be called Envelope. But before Envelope is out, I'm gonna release my own single. Keep your ears on the ground. You'll hear Gutsi Itabe is in. So from then, do as many performances as I possibly can,
Just
and then
push
drop
those
an album.
movement of
Yeah,
course,
and then drop an album. And then when I've performed at these many stages that I want, and when I feel that now is the time, and of course, then I'm gonna produce a body of work in form of a book. I am a writer.
Yes,
I am a writer. So yeah, I do even have like novels and short stories that I write and just mwabe.
okay. Of course, for the world to see. But you know, should it call for it?
It will in the long run, because it's all in a plan,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope that God sees it to success. Yeah, Taupuma go Tingwazi novels, Taupuma poetry books. You just need to stick around and please support me.
Most if. And would you say writing gives you that whole immortality status? Because you find some writers have that. I forgot that complex, but yeah, it's like, what's your take?
That's a big word.
Yeah. How would you describe the feeling you get, or what it means to actually pen down these thoughts?
Yo,
Is it like
what a difficult question.
let's just try and got you.
Can you say it again, or you also got one of those moments?
No.
Good, it didn't kick in now. Please say that again.
It was mainly stemming from how would you describe the feeling you get when you write poetry? Some obviously poets or artists per se would say it's a form of living on, I guess, leaving some form of legacy. It's achieving immortality to a certain degree, because obviously your work will live on. You still
it must.
Yes.
It must.
To you, what does it mean to actually perform and do your art? Is it something, because obviously some people, artists may go for it in a, how can it lucrative, not necessarily lucrative, but trying to
just commercial.
Exactly.
Okay,
yes.
I get it.
And then it's a deeper meaning. I'm trying to spread this kind of word or movement. Oh, it's soothing, like you said, therapeutic with the whole cake. In your case, what?
You know, I will be honest and totally honest. When I write and when I share what I've written, it is my gift to the world, and it is also my gift to myself, to my late mother, and to my children, to those that will come after me. But the feeling that I get when I'm on stage is overwhelming. But I love it because I feel home when I'm on stage. I feel content. Namangabe, I had a terrible morning. Namangabe, someone passed away in the morning. When I get on stage, I get lost. And that's just me out there. That's my soul out there. That's what I came in the universe to do. And I wouldn't, it means the world to me. Being on stage means the world to me. Namangabe Singanegwan. Just sharing with people the fire inside of me, it means the world.
When do you see yourself being fully into poetry, like